All right, it is now time for week 3 of the fantasy show. We have a lot to discuss. We'll quickly go over last week's results and then look ahead to some big matchups upcoming in week 3. It's hard to
Huge.
believe week 3 is already here. It seems
Could
like
be
it's
a panic
flying
week.
by this season. Could for some people. First matchup of last week was myself versus Pook, the battle of 1 and O's for the right to go 2 and 0, and I squeaked out a small victory, 114 to 107 against Pook. Both of us had some players that did not perform and kind of let us down. We both left some points on the bench, as I left Claypool on the bench, who had 13, and Singletary had 12. Edwards-Helaire almost cost me the game with that fumble, giving Pook a chance on Monday night, but Swift did not quite get enough points for Pook to pull off the win. GG's to Pook. I'm happy to get the dub. I feel a little lucky because normally to beat Pook, you got to score 120 at least, and so only scoring 114. Happy to get the win. Pook's been panicking, saying he's at the beach now after losing one game. I'd tell him to calm down. His team's still good. I got very lucky that Kamara only had 7 points and got absolutely shut down by the Panthers. But other than that, feeling pretty good about my team. We'll see what happens going into week 3. Pook did not send any comments about last week's game, so apparently he's just moving on. And we will move on to the next one. We had Tyler versus Ernie. Tyler gets another big win to start 2 and 0 on the year, 132 to
Huge.
117, sends Ernie to 0 and 2. Yikes. Ernie had a better score this week than last week, so I guess that's some improvement, but still nowhere good enough to get a dub. Aaron
He would have beaten
Rodgers,
you.
yeah, he would have beaten me by 3 points. That's correct, but I wasn't playing him this week, so unlucky for Ernie. But
Eight.
Aaron Rodgers went off for 26 points, kind of bounced back from that first disaster game. Really, the only problem was Landry getting hurt. Kind of fucked Ernie over as he only got 2 points, got hurt, didn't come back. On on Tyler's side, Kyler Murray pops off once again for another 33 points. Zach, I thought you were trading for this guy. Still not on your team and popping
Negotiations
off for
broke
Tyler. Yeah.
down,
Oh well, I guarantee you he's wanting even
unfortunately.
more now after another great game.
Tyler, let's talk.
Uh-huh, yeah. And Tyler's solid team win all around. Cook's got him 22 and flex is huge. Everyone else solidly performed. Tyler, your comments after starting 2 and 0, your numbers so far seem to be spot on.
Yes, I am 2-0, and my great managerial skills got me the win because I started Cooks over Anderson,
Yes, you did. And
and I
that
would have
one,
lost otherwise.
yes, that was a very good call.
That team name, lol.
Very good call. Team name about bye weeks. Okay, interesting. Ernie didn't send me anything once again, so apparently he's just gonna go with Zeke and ride himself all the way to an 0 and 2, maybe 0 and 3. I don't know how long it's gonna
Maybe
take
Owen
Ernie to
like
get a win.
12.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know. Ernie is a hard-working man, and his fantasy team is looking kind of average right now.
You
But
can skip the next
we'll
game.
see. As we move on to the next one, a lot of talk by Zach at the
This one
start of
was
the week as he was getting a bye from Bill, an easy win, as he said. I'm sure you'll see some more comments here that Zach made last week here in a little bit. But Bill pulling off a huge rape back-to-back weeks, and Zach gets raped 160 to 123. Zach's asshole is getting wide open after these
There
first
we
2 weeks.
go.
0 and 2. Bill gets a big win. His team popped off. Russell Wilson did his thing.
Let's go,
Really,
wow,
Bill.
pussy.
everybody on his team over 10 points, including defense and kicker. I mean, just a solid performance for Bill. It's hard to beat that.
Great job.
Zach, Josh Allen, another mediocre game. Some of the panic worry for Josh Allen might start
No
to
panic yet.
sit. No,
Not
no
yet.
panic yet. All right. And then, of course, the $100 man. The
Panic meter is on yellow. Yellow
hundred
for him.
dollar man gets some 7 points. God, if only some people called that last week that he was gonna do
Yellow
average.
panic
Oh,
meter.
yellow on him, and he picked up an injury too. So we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, Zach, your comments after now starting 0 and 2 with two
My
not close games.
Craig, I'm having trouble seeing this, but Tyler Lockett scored how many points and you traded him away?
Yeah, the guys I traded away for
Yeah,
also did well on my bench,
31
So
unfortunately.
you're
points.
telling me the guys you traded
Julio
away
18.
did absolutely great?
And the guys I got also did good, I just didn't start them.
Okay, well,
So you're telling me you're just an all-around idiot?
Yep.
Whoa!
okay.
Yep.
You trade
I
away the wrong
absolutely am.
guys and you start the wrong guys that you
Uh,
got?
Sounds
You know
like
what?
a rough
It's hard to
start.
play against two teams in the same week. I'll just say that. Craig GFY.
Okay. All right. Let's see. I don't think Bill sent me anything. Let me double check here. Yeah, nope. Uh, no comments from Bill, so I guess he's just happy to have raped you this week, I guess. Moving on to the next matchup, we had the highest
You
scoring
don't
matchup
return
of
to
the
the scene
week.
of the
This was
crime.
also kind of close, but Pushy pulls away with a 157 to 141 victory. Unlucky for Matt as he starts 0-2 after scoring 141 points this week. That's very unlucky. You should win that any day of the week when you score that many points. But Pussy was just a little bit better, despite Ryan Tannehill having another inconsistently bad game. The rest of his team picked up the slack as Derrick Henry popped off in that second half. It was not looking good in the first half for Henry, and then he pops off, gets 47 huge points to follow up with Cooper Kupp as well going off for 36. Pussy, your comments after getting a huge win. You really needed this one to avoid an 0-2 start.
You're doing God's work, Puss. I'll tell you that.
You know, it was a good win,
Yes.
and that's all I'm gonna say. We move on to the
Oh.
next week, and
Okay. All right. Interesting. So no
good.
shit talk.
It was a good game
Uh-huh.
by my friend Matt,
Okay.
and I wish him the best.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Wow. All right, moving on then to the next one. This one everyone predicted, and it was just as, let's just say, the
Jeez.
back of the woodshed, maybe under some
Jesus.
dirt. I don't know, but this was bad. Cheese 155 to Slaps is 87 points. Yikes! Another under 100 week for Slaps as he starts out 0-2. Worst points for in the league, so he's currently in last place. Cheese,
Don't hate to see that.
another
Good
huge
battle.
win. 2-0 start. His team is looking on fire.
I
Aaron
don't know
Jones has a bounce
how.
back. Basically, all his wide receivers had bounce backs, as he called last week, with no touchdowns. He got a bunch of touchdowns this week, although he did still start DJ Shark, which no one liked, and he only got him 2 points. But it didn't matter because Aaron Jones pops off, the rest of his team pops off. Cheese, your comments. 2-0 start. I know you're feeling very good about your team. You really took
guys
him behind the
laughed
woodshed.
when I picked Aaron Jones. That
You're
really.
playing slaps. Shut up. You're gonna win any.
Zach, I
any
would have beat
day
you
of
if
the
I
week.
played you this
Ooh,
round.
that
So
is
shut the
true.
Listen,
fuck
I don't
up.
know how Slaps is gonna hit the panic button when he has absolutely nobody
Well,
else
Zach,
to
you
trade.
can ask him because you're gonna be right next to him in 11th place. So calm down.
Oh, okay.
Cheese.
Nice.
Enjoy the first.
I
team,
also
okay?
said
There's
I
no
have
way you screw that up.
the best second running back, the best second wide receiver,
Cheese,
the
you
second
obviously
best
have
tight
the
end.
best.
You know,
You
it's
know what?
too easy.
Yeah, your flex spot is a little
So
bit
you're
of a
telling me
yikes.
Yeah,
your
the
team
flex
is
spot is
perfect?
kind of in shambles.
You're telling me your team is
Okay,
perfect?
well, we're not gonna stand for this cocky attitude here. I'm just gonna
What?
tell you that right now.
You sound
I
like a
mean,
rat.
listen, you can be
Come
you
on,
can be
fucking
cocky
cheese.
when you have the most points for in the league. You're in first place. I mean,
And
that's
you know what? You know what I
Yes,
say
your
to
your team
that?
is
cocky.
perfect.
You know what I say
Yeah.
to that? He can go fuck himself as being cocky.
Okay, okay. A little bit of
His
salt
team
and
is
Should I get
pepper.
Ashley back in here? Calm down.
Oh,
Go fuck
okay.
yourself.
Oh boy. Okay.
GFY.
I can't hear you from all the way up here.
Ooh, okay. Well, we'll see if you can continue it, Cheese. Moving on to the final game of the week, we had
The
Hunter
toilet
versus
bowl.
Zombie
Jesus.
in it was a huge matchup as both teams were 1-0. Although it ended up being a very low-scoring, mediocre performance. Hunter survives and gets a win, 99
Why couldn't I
to
play those
70,
My
under
friend.
100 points, and you get a dub to start 2-0. Very interesting. Dak Prescott, after his huge Week 1 game, came back, and it was a run game heavy Cowboys as he only got 7 points. Najee Harris had a nice game, though. That was good to see. But other than that, very mediocre from Hunter's team. But Zombie's team was just worse. A lot of people called out Zombie for the trades he made, saying he got a worse team, and they did not back him up and show those people wrong. As Herbert had a very mediocre game again. Cook was about the only one that did anything solid. And Zombie Cardinals defense only 2 points, negative 2 points, excuse me, after a huge first week. Zombie's not in here, right? He didn't join, so no comments. And Hunter,
I
he
wouldn't join either.
said
after
tell
losing like
Zombie.
that.
He said tell Zombie GG, and he's ready for Cheese next week, is what Hunter said.
Scored
So,
less than 100 points in one.
yes,
You know, I
that's
see
very
that.
lucky.
Why
You know,
can't I play those
I'm
bums?
really surprised Hunter knows who he's playing next week. That's progress.
Yes, Hunter's paying attention. He just isn't in the shows or that active in the chat, but
Doesn't trade.
he's paying
If you're
attention.
listening to
I
this,
mean,
Hunter, I
you're gonna
love you.
need Hunter to lose some games before he starts trading, because as long as Cheese and Hunter keep winning, they're not touching their fucking teams because they're
Well,
gonna be
here's
worried
the-
about
here's-
messing
here's the
up.
thing.
I am looking
Here's
to
the thing
trade
about
even though
Hunter.
I'm 2-0.
Oh, okay.
Hunter has to,
Ooh.
in my opinion.
Uh-huh.
He had
Tyler, let's
had
talk.
somebody draft for him,
Oh,
and then also monitor his roster
Really think he
because
cares
in
enough
years
to have someone
past,
draft for him?
these are some
in
very.
years past,
I mean, Hunter
he
was in the
has
party
just
when he drafted. Like, I mean, what, you think somebody else was
yeah
clicking the buttons for him while he was on the
yeah
mic?
I would tend to say that was probably the case. Yes.
Yeah,
Really?
Pusa wants to hire that guy to click his
Some.
buttons.
Go fuck yourself, Cheese, you cocky bastard.
Damn, cheese is on fire. That was
Zach, I
good.
hope you used that thing I sent you yesterday.
Okay. All right. Well,
That'll
those.
that'll
Listen.
be used another night.
As
Peter,
we
relax.
know, a
Pusa,
lot
why
of
you snooping my
shots.
socials?
A lot of shots being fired by a lot of people, some
Just watch
cocky
yourself,
people.
Cheese, because we got something for
And
you.
but now we move on to week 3 as we get the predictions for this week. We will start with my matchup versus Bill. Currently, it is looking, according to ESPN, a 132 to 125 victory for me, according to ESPN, although I'm sure it will be closer than that. Bill has Russell Wilson against Minnesota, Mike Davis against the Giants, a pretty decent matchup, Drake against Miami, Devontae Adams against the 49ers, Tyler Lockett against Minnesota. Minnesota's defense has looked bad so far. I don't like that. Hopefully it's a DK week and not a Lockett week. Mark Andrews against Detroit is also a good matchup. Julio Jones against the Colts and the Raiders against Miami. On my side, I have Stafford going up against the Bucks defense. That's a tough one. McCaffrey, though, on Thursday night against Houston. Hopefully McCaffrey can just feast in that game and get me off to a great start on Thursday night. Sticking with the fumble man, Clyde Edwards-Helaire against the Chargers. If it was anyone else, I might bench him, but the Chargers gave up a lot of rushing yards. So I'm going to stick in there one more week possibly with him. DK against Minnesota. Like I said, I need it to be a DK week, and maybe Lockett can calm down this week. CD against the Eagles, Higbee against those Bucks, and Devontae Smith against that Cowboys on Monday night. So I have a couple Monday night guys and a Thursday night guy. And the Bills against Zach's Heineke Washington team. I like some of Bill's matchups, but I like some of mine as well. I'm going to take myself, but I think it will be a close game. I think it will be a lot closer than when me and Bill played last week in BJ's and I raped him by over double his score. Let's see here. Zach, who's winning this matchup?
Well, golfer, now that you had to play Slab's team and Bill's team combined,
Oh,
it's going to be tough for you as well. So I'm going to have to go with Bill
Oh,
slash
okay.
Slabs here,
Bill
the joint
slash
team.
Slabs. Okay. So too much. It was too much for you to overcome last week. We'll see if it's too much for me. Let's see. Cheese.
So, I think Clyde Edwards-Helaire, bold take here. He's gonna be trash the rest of the season. He's kind of not good. But you have Christian McCaffrey who's gonna outscore both of those running backs combined.
Ooh. Okay.
So you're gonna win this matchup. But
Okay.
I don't like your Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Not good.
Yeah. He has not looked
I
good so
also
far this year.
wanna
Hashtag not good.
Okay.
I want to point out the check marks. Bill is winning in the check mark category.
You might want to add again, Zach.
I'm not counting defense or
Oh.
kicker.
Whoa! It's the special teams player of the week, and Daniel Carlson.
I am counting that
Oh.
kicker. I'm just not
Oh.
counting the defense.
I mean, Bills the defense had 19 big points last week.
We don't care. It's
Okay.
it's the Raiders.
All right, so Bills winning because of the check marks. Those gotcha.
But your
Slap.
kicker could pull it off.
Oh, okay.
I'll say
Okay.
that.
Slaps.
Yeah, you're gonna win.
Okay. All right. Pussy.
I have golfer winning this matchup pretty handily.
Wow. Okay. Pretty handily, huh? Interesting. All right. And Tyler.
Last week I had golfer scoring the least amount of points.
Yes.
He didn't, but he didn't really score a lot. But this week I am scoring the most amount of points.
Whoa.
Amazing matchups.
I don't like
He'll be
that.
pushing the 160s maybe.
Whoa. Okay.
Golfer, that means
I liked it better when you predicted me to have the least amount of points. But all right. So interesting. Like I said, Bill didn't send me anything, but good luck to Bill. May the best team win. Hopefully, I can get another rape win back-to-back weeks against him. That would be nice. I would like that. Moving on to the next one, we have Tyler versus Pook in a epic showdown. As Pook, is he going to lose 2 in a row and go to 1-2 and be mass panic of the beach, or is Tyler going to start 3-0? Tyler right now projected to win 130 to 124. Pook has Jalen Hurts against the Cowboys on Monday night. That could be an offensive shootout. Kamara against the Patriots after that horrible week last week against me. We'll see if he bounces back. Swift against Baltimore could be could be decent, could be not. Depends on if Jared Goff throws him the ball. Deontay Johnson against Cincinnati if he's healthy enough. The new pickup by Pook as he splashed some cash this week. He was the only one that really spent any money. KJ Osborne, the Minnesota wide receiver, the third wide receiver on Minnesota against Seattle. Interesting. Kelsey against the Chargers. And Chenault, he's sticking with Chenault in there against the Cardinals. And he's got the Panthers defense in there against Houston on Thursday night. That should be a good matchup for him. On Tyler's side, he's got Kyler Murray against that great Jacksonville defense. Oh my God. Kyler could score 40 this week.
Tyler, hit my game.
Yeah, good luck, Zach. Darrell Henderson against Tampa. Somewhat tough defense, but they haven't been as good so far this year against the run as last year. James Robinson against the Cardinals. DeAndre Nuke Hopkins against those Jacksonville. I mean, Kyler Murray could throw 3 touchdowns to him. I mean, it could be that big of a week against Jacksonville. Robert Woods against Tampa Bay. Yeah, if he plays, he is questionable. Waller against Miami should be decent, and Sterling Shepard in his flex against Atlanta. It's not a great defense, should be a decent matchup. And the Browns against his own team, the Bears. Wow, Tyler, you're starting the Browns against our boy Justin Fields.
Great matchup.
Oh my goodness, I cannot pick. I really want to pick Pook after seeing that Browns against my boy Justin Fields. But I'm still going to pick Tyler. I think Tyler's team is just slightly better. His matchups, I think, are better. So I'm going to take Tyler in a pretty convincing win. Going to send Pook to either even further thoughts about the beach, even though it's only week 3. Zach, who's winning this match?
You know what, Pook? When the $100 man scores more than Alvin Kamara again this week and you lose, don't come hitting me up. Because that's what's going to happen.
Okay, wow. Strong. So you're saying David Elijah Mitchell is scoring more points than Alvin Kamara for the second week in a row, huh?
The $100 man is scoring more points than Alvin Kamara.
Wow. Okay. Cheese.
Again.
I think this is going to be a close matchup.
Really? Okay.
But Chenault is borderline droppable.
Ooh.
So I don't like that.
Whoa.
I'm sure if Pook was in the party right now, he would have a counter to that.
Pook has admitted his wide receivers are his weakest part, and this is true.
But he did spend. He got 2 wide receivers. He got Cephas as well. I'm surprised.
I would put Cephas over Chenault if I was him.
He's got Cephas. He's got Quez Callaway. He should have traded.
He
should have traded Quez Callaway to Zach right away before the season
his
started.
value is nothing.
Me over.
Yeah, he could have.
I think it's close, but I think Tyler has a very well constructed team. He got Shepard. Shepard has been god tier, and versus Atlanta, so that's not going to stop. So Tyler's going to take it.
Okay.
But it will be close.
It'll be close. All right.
It will not be close.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Tyler.
Okay.
GFY.
Wow. Pussy.
I'm gonna make it simple. I do not trust the numbers.
Ooh. Okay. So you're taking Pook.
Seems to be.
Okay. So you don't trust the numbers even after a 2-0 start and Kyler Murray against Jacksonville?
Nope. Don't trust him.
Okay.
You're bad because you traded away Murray.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Now he's stuck with Ryan Tannehill. All right. And Tyler. So you're gonna get this win and go to 3-0, or?
Well, last week Zach had to play against Bill and Slaps. This week I have to play against Pook and Zombie. Given that Zombie gifted Pook Kelsey. His team was very questionable before that trade, but Zombie felt bad for beating him the last 2 years, so he gave him Kelsey.
And he did leave him with shit wide receivers.
Unlike Zach, I will overcome the 2-person team.
Okay.
And I'll win.
Wow.
It's hard to do, Tyler. Good luck.
Yeah, I will say Pook's team would be in the gutters if he didn't make that trade.
You say it'd be in the gutter if he didn't make the trade? Okay.
It'd be worse.
I mean, he'd have a better wide receiver. He'd have Keenan Allen over Osborne and Chenault.
Keenan Allen's nowhere near elite.
Okay. Wow.
Oh my God.
Okay.
really
Lucky
good. Then
Zombie's
it's
not
not.
Pussy, any comment to that? Sounds like you disagree with that comment.
Elite. No
I,
shot.
I'm just not gonna talk. Just trust the numbers. Don't trust the numbers, please.
Okay, all right, interesting. All right, moving on to the next matchup. This is a big one. We have two. This is a big week because we have a 2-0 versus a 2-0, and then we have all four of the 0-2 teams, two even facing each other, and then the other two facing each other. So this is a huge week for the 0-2s. Somebody's probably starting 0-3. Chances are two people are starting 0-3. Which ones are they going to be? We have Matt 0-2 after an unlucky week last week versus Ernie 0-2 after just horrible start to the season. Matt currently projected for a 10-point win, 127 to 117. He has Lamar Jackson against Detroit. I like that matchup a lot. Austin Eckler against Kansas City could be decent as Kansas City just got ran all over against Baltimore. Gibson questionable against Buffalo, kind of tough. Evans against the Rams, Cooper against the Eagles, Gronk after his huge start to the season. Gronk has been on fire against the Rams as well. Michael Pittman Jr. against Tennessee, and the Patriots defense against the Saints. On Ernie's side, he's got Rodgers against the 49ers, Zeke against the Eagles on Monday night. We'll see how Zeke does. He looked a little better in week 2. Montgomery against Cleveland, Justin Jefferson against Seattle. Mike Williams makes the appearance against Kansas City. Kyle Pitts, we're waiting for Pitts to break out as he's done pretty much nothing first 2 weeks against the Giants. Should be decent. And Kareem Hunt stays in there at the flex against Chicago. And then the Steelers defense against Joe Burrow in Cincinnati. I think it's hard to not take Matt with the great matchup of Lamar against Detroit. I like the matchup of Eckler. I like Gronk as well. I could see the Rams Tampa game being a pretty nice, explosive game, kind of like the Cowboys Tampa game was. So yeah, I'm going to take Matt, and I think it's kind of going to be a blowout. I think Ernie has some promising players, but overall, I just don't see any type of consistency from a lot of his players. Pitts, Hunt, Elliott. I mean, you don't know what you're going to get out of those guys each week. So I'm going to take Matt in a fairly wide margin. Zach?
Golfer,
Yes.
you said that there will be 2 teams starting out 0-3.
Yes, possibly.
I'm
Unless
here to
there's a
tell
tie.
you right now that that is not happening.
Oh,
There
okay.
will be a tie this week.
Okay.
Get ready to add another number to your tie tracker, but this
0-4?
time it's going to
Oh,
be in the win column.
Right, and then put the 0
So
4
you are
right now.
predicting your good
0-4
friend
on the
Ernie
screen.
to only tie to your public enemy number 1 in Matt. Wow.
He's not my public enemy, number
Oh,
one.
okay.
We're good
Ooh,
friends.
destroying
We're,
zombies
and
here.
Ernie is my good friend as well.
Okay.
Yo,
This will
zombie,
be a tie,
zombie
tie,
Tyler says
tie.
Keenan Allen is not elite.
Okay. Yes, welcome, Zombie. We haven't done your matchup yet, but yeah, that was said a little bit ago that Keenan Allen is not good, and Tyler thinks he will beat
I
Pook
didn't
even
say
though
he's
he's
not
facing.
good. By elite,
Okay,
I
you
mean
said
he's
he's
not
not
top
elite.
5.
Saying Allen isn't elite is like saying Fake
You,
Red is
if
gonna
you
be
say
good at
Allen's
FIFA this year.
elite, you're saying like 15 different people are elite.
Okay, Zombie, real quickly to go last matchup against Tyler and Pook. Tyler says he is going to overcome having to face 2 teams, as he's saying he has to face you and Pook in 1 week, but he still thinks he's going to get the win. Any comment
The
to
fuck
that?
does that even mean?
That means you traded all your good players. You traded all your good players to Pook, so now Pook has his players plus yours, and Tyler has to face him.
Zombie trash.
The fuck does that
Dumpster fire.
Uh,
He's still trying to comprehend.
Yeah.
what
I
all
think
this is.
Tyler's getting too
Cocky?
comfortable.
Oh, okay. 2-0 start.
Oh.
Interesting. All right. Zombie, who you think is winning in this matchup between Matt and Ernie? Both 0-2, both desperately need the win.
Jesus Christ, does it even matter? Let's be honest.
Wow, so you're already saying both these teams are finished?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. You know what? I'm gonna say Ernie wins because he's got my boy Mike Will going off.
Oh.
Ernie wins, huh? Okay. Wow, that's kind of surprising. Jeez.
Okay, so this is gonna be a repeat of me versus Slaps of last week. It's gonna, Matt's gonna destroy him.
Wow. Okay.
Matt has the second, the second or third most points scored and no wins.
Yeah, that
okay?
is true.
He's
He's been very
He got
unlucky.
the steal of the draft with Gronk. Okay. He's Ernie. I feel like Ernie's team is like a late bloomer type thing. But
Okay.
how deep in the hole will he be before his players turn around?
Okay. So you're saying Matt's going to win big.
Oh, yeah.
All right, slaps.
I'm gonna go with Matt. Yes, Matt as well.
Yeah, okay, pussy.
Ernie, buddy, I'm sorry, but you just need to focus on BJ's. This team is
BJ's. He works at
That's when-
FedEx.
no,
Oh,
the
getting.
BJ's league.
Oh, the BJ's league. Okay. All right.
Unless he makes a couple trades here and there.
Yeah,
This
I
man is
mean,
finished.
Ernie, this is how it goes with Ernie so far. He's busy all week with work, and then Sunday night into Monday, he says his trade office is open for one day, and then nothing ever seems to ever get done or go anywhere because Ernie just does not want to try to negotiate with anyone because he's scared he's going to get raped. The same thing happened last year, but we'll see if he ever starts trying to make a move or not. All right, and Tyler, who's winning?
I have Matt in the biggest win of the week.
Biggest win of the
Ernie is-
week. Wow.
Whoa.
Ernie's gonna go down where he always goes
Congratulations,
every
Ernie.
year.
Wow.
The
All
bottom
right.
3.
All right.
Definitely.
Interesting.
Great
All
win,
right.
Ernie.
All right, moving on to the next one. Like we said, the battle of 0-2s again. Both need a win desperately. Slaps versus Zach. Slaps actually projected by a point, 121
Yeah,
to
okay.
120. Interesting. According to ESPN, Slaps has Tom Brady against those Rams. It's a big game. Barkley against Atlanta, a horrible defense. We'll see if Barkley can finally break out and have a big one. That would only be fitting that Zach is talking all this shit and then Barkley finally has the best game of the year so
I
far
hope he plays.
against him. Jonathan Taylor against Tennessee. We'll see if he bounced back. Once again, another shaky
Committee.
defense. Chase against Pittsburgh. Cortland
Could have been
Sutton
Lockett.
against the Jets. That's a good matchup. Jared
Whoa.
Cook against Kansas City. And Joe Mixon in the flex against Pittsburgh. And a 49ers defense against Green Bay. Ooh, okay. I don't know about
Negative
that.
points.
On Zach's side, he has Josh Allen against his
30.
Washington team. Wow. I thought your Washington defense was elite.
They're taking the week off.
Oh, they're going to take the week off for you, huh? I mean, Josh Allen has not looked that great. Now he faces a tough defense. I don't know.
30 points.
Chase Edmonds, though, against Jacksonville is very good.
15.
His $100 David Elijah Mitchell against
20.
Green Bay, questionable if he even plays. I don't like that. McLaurin against Buffalo
35
could be
points.
tough. Ridley against the
30
Giants.
points.
Logan Thomas against Buffalo.
17
So that, once again, is Redskins against Buffalo is a big game. And Adam Thielen against Seattle.
29 points.
And he does have the Ravens defense against Detroit, which could be good if they decide to show up because the Ravens have not looked good on defense.
Whoa.
I, believe it or not, I predicted Bill to win last week, and he won. I actually like some of Slaps' matchups a little bit better than Zach's. I don't like his $100 man, and I don't like some of his matchups with that Buffalo-Washington game, and I like Tom Brady, and I like Barkley to have a decent game, and I like Sutton against the Jets. I'm going to take Slaps in a minor upset, even though he's projected to win. I think Zach gets a little unlucky again and starts 0-3, unfortunately. All right, Cheese, who's winning?
So this is tough because
Not
Zach
really.
has Ridley, but Matt Ryan is cooked beyond belief.
He's the MVP.
Okay.
He is cooked.
Yeah,
I
he's not good.
can throw a
He's been to a
football
Super
farther than
Bowl.
him.
That offensive line
Zach,
is
you can throw a football farther than him.
Oh.
So,
You don't need to throw it far. All you gotta do is slant, and he'll run 50
No,
yards.
he throws
We
little
all know where that
lollipops,
comes
and
from.
Ridley's got to stand there and wait for the ball to come
He
down.
can't even throw it over the line. It gets tipped in the air by the defensive
So
line and
that's really
intercepted
bad.
twice.
And I do like Chris Slaps. I like his running backs. Barkley's been doing better every week. But Sutton is questionable. So see what happens there.
Look at all those wide receiver check
I
points.
think Slaps takes it, but I think it's going to be
Wow.
low scoring.
Oh,
Another one for
my
Slap,
low
but low
scoring
scoring.
affair, but I think it could go either way.
Okay,
Could
all
go
right,
either way.
all right. Pussy.
This is a very, very difficult prediction here.
You don't like either of them right now, so I understand why.
But it seems to me, in
Be
my
careful with your
opinion,
words here.
my personal opinion,
I have DMs.
You're blackmailing
I
his
will be
pick?
taking my friend Zach with the victory.
Wow, the
Oh.
blackmail of the DMs worked, huh?
Yeah,
Huh,
no,
interesting.
no, not at all. I think Zach is gonna get fucked over by Saquon Barkley. So no, Slaps will be winning this one.
Wow.
Okay,
Damn, the
we're gonna need
switcheroo
a
right
group-
there.
a live group chat
Okay.
check.
Interesting. Nice, Pussy.
Live
Nice.
group
All right.
chat
And
check.
Tyler.
I'm going with Zach.
You're a good friend.
Thank you, Tyler.
Not that Zach's team's like
Congratulations,
amazing,
Slaps, on the
Wait, what?
victory.
Slaps.
Hold on.
Not that Zach's team is amazing, but I mean, Slaps has the most
Whoa!
uninspiring, like mediocre team.
All right.
It's gonna be hard for him to ever score more than 130.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. All right, Zach, you talked a lot of shit last week to Bill. Thought it was an easy win, and you got stomped. Is the same thing going to happen this week?
Craig, GFY. You're worse than Hunter. You're worse than Ernie. You're the worst team in the league. You're gonna be paying for shipping all the way from UK. So get ready to fork up another $100. And everybody, just check the group chat right now. We have live leaked DMs
Oh,
in the
God.
group chat.
Okay. So you're going to beat him then. Okay. Slaps,
Yes.
is this the week you stun
GFY.
Zach and shut him up and get your first win?
I can guarantee
Oh, no.
this is my bounce back week. Guarantee.
Okay.
I love my matchups this week.
Okay.
I think Saquon is gonna, after playing last Thursday night, I think he has had time to chill out and will be fully fit for Atlanta.
Slaps.
Okay.
You want to put
Jonathan
some money on
Taylor
it?
is gonna have a good game against Tennessee.
Okay.
I think Cortland Sutton is going to pop off against the Jets. I think Joe Mixon will have a good game against Pittsburgh again. I am going to thump Zach. I
Thump?
think Tom Brady's going to put
Wow,
up 20
this
gonna
is a
thump
this is
him?
a total 180 compared to the first 2 weeks where
I-
Slap
thump
sounded
I will
depressed.
beat
I like
Zach
this.
by 20 points.
Slaps.
20
Bet
points.
me
Wow.
$20 right now. You won't beat me by 10 points.
No,
Wow.
I'll bet you $20. I beat you. I'm not betting on.
Wow, I thought you were gonna thump me.
Yeah, I intend to, but I'll bet $20. I'll beat you.
Wow, nice.
Okay, $20 for 10 points.
No,
Nice.
$20. I'll beat you.
Zach, you won't even
But
bet
you're
him
not. So
straight
you're
up.
gonna thumb me or
What?
not?
Jesus Christ. All right. You guys can discuss this later on. Good luck to both of you. It's going to be interesting. I do like your running backs a lot more than Zach's, but will it be enough to get you over Zach? We'll find out. Moving on to the
Whoa,
next.
wait, what
Oh,
the
sorry,
fuck?
Zombie. Go ahead. I forgot you're here now.
Is this a guarantee?
Fucking. What's his name? Slaps stole my move. Yes, this is a Charles Barkley guarantee
Oh.
for him.
Oh.
Where's the music, Zombie? You don't have the music
Who you
queued up?
picking?
Jesus.
Oh, I'm not ready. Rip.
Oh my God, that's a fail.
God.
You missed the prediction rewind, Zombie. I did tally your guarantee. You're now 3.
He's 2-0.
2-0 on the year, so
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Nah,
so
after
you're
this, I'm gonna
taking
be 3-0.
slaps as a guarantee, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh
so
my
bad,
God.
Okay, all right. We'll see if
Two
that's
and
the first loss.
Two
All
and
right,
one.
moving on to the next one. We have another big matchup. Zombie 1-1 after his bad loss last week, going up against Pussy, who scored the most points last week. Both 1-1. Zombie has Herbert against Kansas City and Mahomes. Herbert has had a slow start to the season. He is going to need to ball out and look like his last year's self if he's going to beat Patrick Mahomes. It's going to have to outduel him. Cook against Seattle. Cordell Patterson, who he picked up against the Giants. Good
Lol.
matchup. A.J. Brown against the Colts. Keenan, according to Tyler, not elite. Allen against Kansas City. Kittle against Green Bay, who's been off to a slow start, and Jalen Waddle against the Raiders, and the Cardinals defense still in there as they get the juicy matchup in Jacksonville. On Pussy's side, he's got Daniel Jones, who he picked up off the waiver wires. Good matchup against Atlanta. I like that pickup for this week. Nick Chubb against Chicago. Derrick Henry against the Colts. Allen Robinson against Cleveland. Cooper Kupp, after his huge game, now has to face Tampa. Dallas Goddard against the Cowboys on Monday night. And Debo Samuel against the Packers, and the Giants against Atlanta. That's another decent matchup if the Giants can do anything. Man, this is, I think, the closest matchup of the week. I think it's going to be a pretty good score line, and I think it's going to be really tight. I am going to take Pussy in a close one, though. I think I like his team and matchups a little bit more this week. I like his quarterback change. I think he gets the close win. Zach, thoughts?
I want to say these two bums tie since they both didn't pick me, but
Okay.
there's no way Puss is losing this. Zombie's
Wow.
not scoring more than 80 points.
More than 80. So he scored 70 last week, and now he's not scoring more than 80 this week, huh?
He's not scoring more than 80.
Wow. Okay. All right. Geez.
So I'm looking back at Zombie's trades,
Uh-huh.
and they're just atrocious. He swapped out Tom Brady for Justin Herbert. And then he traded Travis Kelce for Keenan Allen, basically 1-for-1. That's just terrible. And then
But he got George Kittle.
yeah, okay. And then he traded. Let's look at the other trade. He traded a bunch of good players for dog shit
Wow.
and George Kittle.
Mm.
He traded Josh Jacobs, Jared Cook, Kenyon Drake, Jamar Chase for Josh Reynolds, whoever
Okay.
that is.
Okay.
Injured Tyler Williams and useless Ronald Jones
Wow.
and
Okay.
George Kittle. I don't know what he's doing.
This is
Rojo won me
this
10
is a
bucks
complete
last
180
week.
because last year at this
He had
time
one of the
everyone
best teams.
last year at this time everyone was ripping you for trades, and now you are ripping
well, I mean, they're
the
not
two-time
good, though.
champ.
If
Wow.
he had done absolutely nothing, he'd be cruising.
Interesting.
I'm taking
All right.
Pusa.
Pussy. Wow. Okay.
Rojo
Strong.
won me 10 bucks last week. by the way.
Slaps.
Yeah, I like Pusa this week.
Okay. Let's see, Tyler. Another pussy.
It's close, but I'm gonna take Zambia because
Wow.
Chubb's overrated and hasn't played a defense all year.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. So this is now the second week in a row you said Zombie traded away his team, and now you're picking him again just like you did last week, even though you think his team is bad.
Yeah, his trades were terrible.
So then
As in
how
the
is he,
trades.
so he's still gonna win again this week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, so is it Tyler's just really shitting on Pusa?
Wow. Yeah.
Trust the numbers, everybody.
Let's see. Yeah, go ahead, Pussy. So you're gonna get this win here, or what?
I have faith that I'm going to get the win.
Okay.
Doesn't mean I'm going to win. I wish Zombie the best.
Okay. Any
this
any
week,
thoughts
but,
about Nick Chubb finally facing a good team and not being that good?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Nick Chubb's fucking matchup proof.
Oh, matchup proof. Okay. Interesting. All right, on Zombie, a lot of people shitting on the trades you made, including Cheese. You gonna bounce back after that horrible week last week, or?
What does Cheese know about winning? He's an expert.
Yeah, sell it to the Padres, who are like not even in the wild card
Okay,
anymore.
no, we don't need
Come
to bring
on.
up baseball. Please stop.
Listen, there's no shot I lose to a guy who's starting Daniel Jones. as his
Ooh.
quarterback.
Okay, pal.
Danny fucking
Nice.
nice. Let's go, Pusa.
Okay. Nice. All right. Moving on to the final matchup of the week, a battle of the 2-0s, a gauntlet Hunter versus Cheese's. Sounds like almost perfect team. Hunter 125, Cheese predicted for 128, so a small victory. Hunter has Dak Prescott against the Eagles on Monday night. Could be a big game for Dak to pop off on Monday night. Could influence this matchup. Najee Harris against Cincinnati. Miles Sanders against the Cowboys as well, so another Monday nighter. Tyreek Hill against the Chargers. I'm sure he'll want to have a bounce back after last week. Godwin against the Rams. Noah Fant against the Jets is a great matchup. T. Higgins against Pittsburgh. And the Broncos defense against the Jets is also very good. On Cheese's side, he's got Patrick Mahomes against the Chargers. Aaron Jones after his monster week against the 49ers. A little tougher defense this time around, though.
F you, Aaron. I mean, Michael.
Chris Carson against Minnesota, kind of weak defense. Diggs against the Washington team, and DJ Moore against Houston is a good matchup, though. TJ Hawkinson after his huge week against Baltimore, and then still sticking with DJ Shark in his flex.
If you refresh, it should be
Okay.
Tim Patrick.
Tim Patrick, okay, against the Jets. I like that a lot more. Yes, it is. Tim Patrick against the Jets, assuming he plays. I like that a lot better. And the Rams against Tampa Bay, really? Okay.
I mean,
Better
there's
hope for a
nothing
low-scoring game.
The way the
I
way
mean,
the
Ernie
Lions
has the
defense is-
defenses. Just hit
It's
them up.
very barren
Hit
at the
'em up.
moment.
Shut up.
It's very barren, and the Rams will sack people. They'll
Okay.
get like 3 points,
3
which is fine.
points. All right, interesting.
I'll take it.
As much as I like Cheese's team, I'm going to take Hunter this week. I think Dak Prescott bounces back, has a huge Monday night game. I think Tyreek Hill bounces back. I like his Fant and Broncos D against that horrible Jets. I think it's going to be close, and I think it's probably going to be high scoring, but I think Hunter bounces back. I mean, his team had a horrible week last week, under 100 points, so I think they're due to have some bounce back games. So I'm going to take him. Zach.
Oh, I don't care. These guys suck.
So another tie, or?
But Cheese has a perfect team. He's gonna be the #1 seed.
Ooh, okay.
He's
So
gonna
he's
get that
winning.
bye. Yeah,
Interesting.
no way. He might go undefeated actually this whole season.
Wow, undefeated.
Bookmark that.
Stop trying to
Oh, don't
jinx
worry,
me.
it's recorded. Okay, interesting.
I'm not trying to jinx you. That's what I think.
Interesting.
I think your team is perfect.
All right. Let's see. Slaps.
You're gonna run the table.
Yeah, I like Cheese's team.
Wow. Okay. Pussy.
I just don't see how Hunter becomes 3-0. Hunter. So I will be picking Cheese.
Wow. Okay. I mean, you said it yourself
No
earlier.
offense, Hunter.
It's
No
you
offense.
said it yourself earlier. It's not Hunter. It's the person that made the clicks and the picks for him. So that's how he might be 3-0.
Still, it says Hunter under the name there. I just,
Yes.
if I wake up on Tuesday morning and I look at the standings, and Hunter is 3-0, I might shoot myself.
Oh no. Well, you better hope that doesn't happen. We'd hate to see
Yeah,
that,
Hunter-
pussy.
Not hear. You guys might not hear from me before week 4.
What if
Um,
Zach's
yeah,
0-3 and
Oh,
Hunter's
Hunter
That's what I
3-0.
just
and- I mean, one of these guys is going to be 3-0, and Zach might be 0-3. Ooh.
I will be killing myself.
All right. Well, maybe you guys can shoot each
I'll
other.
take
then.
care of that cat.
Yeah, you guys can shoot each other. All right. Tyler.
I'm not letting him shoot me.
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
take
going out like that. I'm jumping.
Hunter in a very close matchup.
Hunter in a very close one. All right. Zombie.
That perfect team Hunter only had 99 points last week, but I guess his team is perfect.
Didn't you only have 70?
It was good enough to beat you by 29, Zombie. But okay,
You
so
got
you're
blown out, and that guy
so
scored
you're-
90 points.
99. All right, so
I got
clarify
I got
who you're taking.
Cheese.
Cheese. Okay. So you're not a believer in Hunter's team, even though just last week you said it's the second best team in the league.
Yeah, but I think Cheese will win this one.
Okay. All right.
So
Interesting.
you're telling me Cheese is first best team in the league? With those
Yeah,
calculations?
that's a good idea. Zombie, are you sticking by your statement that you still have the best team in the league?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well,
not
okay.
after those
so-
trades, you don't.
Okay.
Wait,
all right.
wait. How are you telling me Hunter is the second best team in the league, but he's about to get beaten by somebody who's not the first best team in the league?
Because he doesn't have a good matchup this week.
Okay.
So he's not the second best team in the league.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. Moving on. Cheese, you going to
So,
3-0 and continuing
this
your
is
hot
gonna be
streak?
a very, very close matchup.
Okay.
We saw last week Hunter's team was low scoring because the matchups weren't great,
Yeah.
even with good players. So I feel like this could be similar. But as I said last week, touchdowns are coming, and
So you didn't get enough
Um,
last week, huh?
well, no. Also, T.J. Hawkinson is the
I
only
mean, Aaron
person that
Jones had
Jared Goff.
4 touchdowns.
T.J.
many more are
Hawkinson's the
coming?
only person that Jared Goff can see. Everyone else is invisible out there.
That is true.
Um,
You love to see
so-
that for DeAndre
and
Swift.
we're gonna see
thank God.
DJ Moore light it up on Thursday Night Football tomorrow night.
Okay.
And
Oh.
Diggs
So
hasn't
how
popped
many
up yet.
touchdowns do you think your running back through flex are going to have this week? Jeez.
I feel like they're gonna farm again. I feel like they're gonna. I mean, we'll see in the video when I get it wrong. But
What Cheese is saying is there's no way he ever loses. Ever.
Yeah.
no, I'm
That's
definitely.
what I'm
not
hearing.
gonna- That'd be impossible.
All right. So
I don't know, I
well,
feel
I
like
don't
You're-
think Aaron
it's
Jones is.
impossible
I feel
for you to
like-
lose.
I
I'm gonna
don't,
pick myself, but I feel like it's
Yes,
gonna be
of
a
course.
very, very close matchup,
okay.
and Hunter could easily come away with the victory. But I'm gonna stick with myself.
All right. Well, he
So
told
ultimately,
you.
You're telling us you're gonna beat the crap out of him.
No, it's gonna be very close.
Okay, all right, interesting. Well, he told you that he's ready for this week and to be ready, Cheese. That's what he said. All right, all right.
Wow.
Now that
Strong
sums up
words.
really quickly just to look at the standings, the overall standings after 2 weeks. As we said, we
Jesus.
have 4 teams, all perfect at 2-0. Me, Hunter, Tyler, and Cheese. And we have 1-1s, 4 as well, and then 4 0-2. So far, not shaped up. The only person, as they added this, I think this year, playoff percentages. I was looking at this. Ernie at 10% chance right now to make the playoffs according to ESPN.
Wait, why do they hate his
That's
team worse than his
that's a rough one right there. Probably because of his points for. He's got the not the worst, but
Can
very
we
close.
sort by points for?
I mean, right here it is. Yeah.
All right, well, let's just take a look here.
So-
Let's look at moves. Ernie has 0
Yeah,
moves.
he does have 0 moves as well. He's the only person that has yet to make a move, whether it be free agency, trades, or anything. Sounds like the FedEx.
Hold on,
sounds,
hold on.
sounds
Ernie
like the
also
FedEx
has
has him
2
hard.
kickers and 2 defenses on his
Yes, he
team.
does. That
Yeah, I
was
kinda
his
wanna
strategy.
Yikes.
I'm gonna be honest. I want to
This
stay
is
for one of
gold
those.
Just
Good
a
luck
small
trading
year.
for him because he's not gonna. Yeah, good luck. Like the only day you're trading for him is on Mondays when his supposedly his
Oh, wait,
office
he
is
has,
open.
He has the Steelers and
Yeah.
And Washington is not even good.
Okay. All
It's
right.
not even that good.
Doesn't-
All right. Good
Chiefs will
luck
talk.
to everyone this week in fantasy. Make sure you check your lineups for injuries and issues, and may the best teams win.